Good morning, students. On the last turn, we have discussed how do plants react and respond to any stimuli and what are the types of movements in response to different stimuli. Beside that, we have discussed what are the types of plant movements. So, these are the growth independent and growth dependent movements, and both these types of movements are affected by the action of plant hormones called as phytohormones. In other words, we can say plants coordinate their responses against environmental stimuli by phytohormones. Thus, we can say plant possess only chemical or hormonal coordination. Today we will discuss the meaning of plant hormones or phytohormones. So first of all, meaning of phytohormones: naturally occurring organic compounds, chemical compounds present in plants are called phytohormones. So first of all, the definition of plant hormone is that naturally occurring organic chemical substances present in plants are called phytohormones. These bring about control and coordination of various activities in plants. But how do they do so? The plants do so by controlling one or the other aspect of growth of plant. That's why they are also called as growth regulators. Besides growth, various other activities such as promotion of dormancy. Dormancy means to promote long sleep during unfavorable conditions. Then breaking of dormancy means if plant is in sleeping condition from long time. Long time means if its growth is stopped due to any cause, due to absence of minerals or due to absence of any other condition necessary for the growth of plant. So breaking of dormancy mean if plant is in sleeping condition from long time, it break its long sleep, mean help to attain growth again. Then opening and closing of stomata. As we know, stomata or stomatal pores open to take in CO2 or carbon dioxide during photosynthesis or the process of preparation of food for growth of plants, and it closes after taking sufficient amount of carbon dioxide. As we know, closing of stomata is also necessary as in the process of opening water loss is also there in plant. That's why their closing is must. Then other activities falling of leaves. When wastes are collected in leaves or leaf is not able to prepare food, it becomes yellow and after that it falls down. Then fruit growth. We see sometimes fruit is big in size while sometimes it is small in size. So this is also due to excess or less secretion of hormone or phytohormone. Then other activities, fruit ripening or ripening of fruit. Fruit ripen due to presence of phytohormone. Then tropism, as we have studied earlier in the process of phototropism, hormone auxin help to grow plant in straight direction. Mean plants, if its straight position, then it is presence of auxin that is releases in proper amount in both side of the part of the plant, then it is in state position or it's bending or in bending position. Then nastic movements mean respond of plant towards touch, sunlight, etc. So all these activities are controlled by phytohormones. These phytohormones are synthesized or produced in minute quantity in one part of plant body and simply diffuse or spread to another part where they influence specific psychological process or help in particular activity. So now we will discuss about types of phytohormones. So 5 types of phytohormones are there. Their types are: number 1 auxins, number 2 gibberellins, number 3 cytokinins, number 4 ethene or ethylene, and number 5 abscisic acid, which is also called as ABA. So these are the 5 types of phytohormones. Now first of all we will take this auxins. Now what are the functions of these phytohormones? So first of all we will take the functions of auxin. First function of auxin is to help in growth. So it plays a vital role in cell elongation, means increase in length of plant during growth. It also promote the growth of shoot. So first function of auxin is to help in growth. Second is root formation. It also help in root formation. When auxin is applied to the cutting of stem artificially, the formation of roots can be initiated. When in nurseries new plants have to be developed, then the part of plant is cut or stem of plant is cut and higher concentration of auxin is applied to it artificially, then the roots of plants can be produced, or we can say new plants can be developed by applying higher concentration of auxin. Then third function of auxin is parthenocarpy, mean to produce seedless fruits. It is observed that after fertilization there is sharp rise in auxin content of ovary, which helps in formation of fruit. So an application of auxin causes formation of seedless fruits without pollination and fertilization. Now second phytohormone is gibberellins. It also help in many ways to the plant First function of it is to help in stem elongation. It causes cell elongation in genetically dwarf varieties, and it has no effect on tall varieties. So first function is to help the plant to attain the height. Next is it also help in germination of seed. It is now known to control germination of seeds of some higher plants such as lettuce and cereals like wheat, barley, etc. So for the germination of of seed in early stage, it also helps. Then flowering. It induces flowering in the long day plants in short day conditions. Means in winter when days are short, it can help the long day plant to bear flowers. Besides that, it also help in producing seedless fruits. It also cause increase in size of leaves and flowers in some plants, as we sometimes see that in some plant some have small sized leaves, but some have large sized leaves. Now third hormone is cytokinins. uh, this hormone or phytohormones also help plant in many ways. So first function of cytokinin is to help in cell division. As we know, growth in plants mainly occurs by the activity of meristematic tissue, to which we call continuously dividing tissue. So in these, the new cells are continuously produced by cell division. So the main function of cytokinins is in cell division, cell expansion and differentiation. Means the cell divide and form many cells. This increase the size of the cell, means increase in length of plant. Then change in cell formation, cell from one form to another type, according to need of the plant. Then second function of cytokinins is aging. Means this hormone or phytohormone delay aging of plants, means the plants can survive for long time. This phytohormone mean these cytokinins also initiate, means start the growth of roots and shoots in plant, and it also help in breaking the dormancy of seeds. Dormancy means when if they are in sleeping condition for long time due to inavailability of any of the mineral or due to any other condition that is helpful in their growth. So this hormone break the dormancy of seed, and birds mean they can grow faster and early. Then fourth phytohormone is ethene or ethylene. This is also called as gaseous phytohormone. This phytohormone promote growth and ripening of fruits such as banana, then apple and mango, etc. It also help in breaking the dormancy in buds and seeds, means buds and seeds can develop early. And fifth or last hormone or phytohormone is abscisic acid, which is also called as ABA. This group of hormone is or phytohormone is inhibiting compound, mean compound that slow down the growth. It is also this AB or abscisic acid is now isolated from dormant seeds, buds and other parts of plant. Activities of abscisic acids are in contrast to gibberellins and cytokinins. Mean it act in opposite to these both hormones, gibberellins and cytokinins. This acid, mean abscisic acid, retards the growth, promotes leaf and fruit fall, and causes dormancy of seeds, tubes and bulbs. It also causes aging of leaves, mean leaves fall early due to presence of it. So it's all for today. That's